All right, this is the Microsoft Lab Perform Data Analysis in Power BI Desktop. It's a lab that's in the learning path for their PL 300 certification. And I clicked on the launch button and then I clicked on Start Lab and that launched this. And I need to click Fit Window to Machine. And I did click download lab files to the D drive, and those successfully were downloaded from GitHub to the D drive on this virtual machine. And I also double clicked Power BI Desktop to start that up. Cancel out of that. Now I can continue to next. In Perform Data Analysis in Power BI Desktop, the estimated time to complete the lab is 45 minutes. In this lab, you'll create the Sales Exploration Report. In this lab, you'll learn how to create animated scatter charts, use a visual to forecast values, work with the decomposition tree visual, work with the key influencers visual. Lab story. This is one of many. This is number 11. I don't know if this enforced row level security lab is still supported by Microsoft or not, because I don't see it on their Microsoft Learning Path in June 2022. So I think it might be gone from that PL 300 learning path. Exercise 1 is create the report. In this exercise, you'll create the sales exploration report. Task 1 will be to sign in. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. I think I'm already signed in there. I might have to, if I need to sign in here, which I think I'm pretty sure I will need to sign in into this as well. This sign in on this virtual machine as well. So I will do that. Okay, when I need to. Okay, task 2 is to get started, create a data set. In this task, you will set up the environment for the lab by creating a data set. Important, if you had already published this data set and to create a Power BI dashboard lab, continue from the next task. In the Microsoft Edge browser window in the Power BI service in the navigation pane at the bottom, click Get Data. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to sign in, so I will pause the recording so I can sign in. Okay, so I signed in and authenticated. Now, in the Microsoft Edge browser window, let's find Power BI. Let's see, where should we go? This thing. The navigation pane at the bottom, select Get Data. Okay, there it is. And I'll choose Files and click Get. And what will we do? Click Local File. Will this really think that that is a local file? I think not. So this is on the web. Nope, of course it does not. Huh. Well, all right. I'm not sure how these connect. I just don't know. Can I do that in Power BI? I don't know. What about the instructions? All right, full screen, lab story. Create report, get signed in. My workspaces. All right, maybe I needed to navigate to my workspaces. No. Am I in my workspace? Can I am in my workspace, but if I choose files and get data and say local file, it's going to go to my local machine and not the virtual machine. So I'm puzzled about that. Okay. Expand my workspace, leave it open. Task 2, get started, create data set. In this task, you'll set up the environment for the lab by creating a data set. Important, if you already have published the data set in the create a Power BI dashboard lab, continue from the next task. Choose get, select local file. That makes no sense to me because I cannot reach there and link. Oh, maybe I need to log in on, okay, I think I get it finally. I think I need to figure out a way to minimize this and open up Microsoft Edge. And after that opens up, go to app.powerbi.com and log in here in this virtual machine, and then the local drive will be the D drive. So I will re-authenticate. I'm going to pause the recording, re-authenticate, and then start recording again. Okay, so within the virtual machine, I fired up Microsoft Edge. I went to app.powerbi and I logged in with the credentials that I use to get access to Power BI Pro. And I think this puzzled me in a previous lab and I somehow worked around it, but I don't think that would work in this lab. So I'm glad better late than never in figuring stuff out. So in the navigation pane, I want to go to my workspace. I'll go to my workspace and open it up. I have no dashboards. Okay. I'm on my workspace and I'll click get, and I'll leave the Microsoft Edge app browser window open. So that was task 1, I hope. And now we can move on to task 2, get started, create a database. In this task, you will set up the environment for the lab by creating a data set. Important, if you had already published this, you don't need to do it again. I did not, so I can click in this navigation pane within the virtual machine, get data. And then I can look for files and click get. Now, if I choose local file, the D drive will be the local file. So I can choose DA100, and then let's see where the rest of it, okay, go to labs. And then number 9, create Power BI dashboard. And then solution, and then open this folder. And I'll say replace. That's fine to replace it. All right, my file has been updated and it brought in the sales analysis data set as well as intended. So that was task 2. We'll move on to task 3, create the report. In this task, you will create the sales exploration report. To open the Power BI desktop on the taskbar, click the Microsoft Power BI test. I already did that. Exit. I did sign into this one, so I've already done that. That's good. Complete the sign-in process. All right, and choose save. Wait. Choose save. Wait, I think I need to open that. Let me move this over a bit. I guess it's already moved over pretty far. Let's go down to Power BI desktop and let's open that report. I think it says save, but I don't think it really says in this task what you wanted to save once you opened Power BI desktop. So that's weird. Get that? But I'll just open the report anyway. I can browse reports. Going to D100 labs, number 9 solution, and this, and I'll say open. And I will save. I'll give this a chance to open. Give it a moment to think about this. All right, so it loaded that up. So I will save this as, I'll go to D and then DA100 and then my solution folder and save. Okay. To create a live connection to the sales analysis dataset on the home ribbon tab inside the data group, click Power BI Datasets. Oh, that did not work. It says the Connect Live option for this file is disabled because it already contains data from another data source. You can now explore live data and connect to another type of data source in the same file. Create a new file to explore live data. All right, maybe I was not supposed to open that. Can we close that? Can we do a new report? No, I did not get this. Page 1. I get rid of that. I did not see how to get rid of that. I'm clicking escape. I really don't know. Can I get to the, what is that going to do? Or I'm going to get rid of that. Can I get rid of that? Open other reports. Get data. Oh, now I'm confused. Darn. All right, let's try Xing out of that. Let's just start fresh. Doesn't want to close even. That's no fun. Close all windows. I do want to save. Well, let's stop. I'll just say don't save. Close all windows again. Now it's beeping. Why is it beeping? Close window. It doesn't seem to close the window. It doesn't seem to have much respect for the X either. What a bummer. Can I get rid of that? How can I do that? What can I do? Maybe try get data. All right. All right, let's just start there. I'm still signed in. I'm going to cancel out of get data. I'm going to do file, save as, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to say save. And I do want to replace it. All right, so I replaced that. Maybe I did what I hope what I did what I was supposed to do in the first place. Now that there is no data in this report, sales analysis, and if I click Power BI datasets, I hope it will say, yes, it's fine to get some data for this report. Okay. In the select a dataset to create report window, select the sales analysis dataset. I have 2 of them. Holy cow. All right, well, this is the most recent one. So we'll take this one. And click create. And there are the tables, and I'll save this. I'll do file save anyway, just in case. You will now create 4 report pages, and on each page, you'll work with a different visual to analyze and explore data. All right, for better or for worse, that was the end of exercise 1. Moving on to exercise 2, create a scatter chart. In this exercise, you'll create a scatter chart that can be animated. Task 1, create an animated scatter chart. In this task, you will create a scatter chart that can be animated. Rename page 1. Turn that off. Rename page 1 to scatter chart. Add a scatter chart visual to the report page, and then position and resize it so it fills the entire page. That is the scatter chart. Click on it. There it is. And what if I do view, page view, actual size? That seems good to me. Add the following fields. It might need to get bigger judging by this, but I'll start from there. And I'll adjust the view as needed. Add the following fields to the visual wells/areas. The labs uses shorthand notation to reference a field. It will look like this: reseller pipe business type. In this example, reseller is the table name and business type is the field name. Legend. Where is the legend? Ah, there's the legend. Okay. Legend is going to be reseller business type. That would be the legend. And x-axis will be sales. Sales will be the x-axis. Y-axis will be sales profit margin. And the play axis? Where's the play axis? Did I miss it? Play axis will be date quarter. Go back up somehow. Let me get back up. Okay, date quarter will be the play axis. Okay, so those are my details, and it should look like that. I think it does. Business type is the legend, sales is the x-axis, profit margin is the y-axis, and the play axis is quarter. The chart can be animated when a field is added to the play axis. Oh, okay, cool. In the filters pane, add the product category field to the filters on this page well. Filters on this page, product category. In the filter card, filter by bikes. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Category is bikes. Okay. Scroll down and click bikes. All right, good. Bikes definitely selected. Yes. All right, we have bikes. To animate the chart at the bottom of the left corner, click play. Oh, that is fun. Boom. Watch the entire animation cycle from FY 2018 Q1 to FY 2020 Q4. I think we just did that. Let's click play again. Yeah, okay. We're cycling through fiscal years and quarters. That is a fun thing, for sure. All right, the scatter chart allows understanding the measure values simultaneously. In this case, order quantity, sales revenue, and profit margin. Each bubble represents a reseller business type. Changes in the bubble size reflect increased or decreased order quantities, while horizontal movements represent increases or decreases in sales revenue, and vertical movements represent increases or decreases in profitability. When the animation stops, click one of the bubbles to reveal its tracking over time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Hover the cursor over any bubble to reveal a tooltip describing the measure values for the reseller type at that point in time. Wow, we get the exact values, everything. That's great. Okay. In the filters pane, by the clothing, filter by clothing only. All right. Notice that it produces a very different result. Yeah, it does. What if I play? Woo. Yeah, it was a very different result. All right, we will save Power BI file. Clicking save disk. All right, that was fun. That was exercise 2. Exercise 3, create a forecast. In this exercise, you will create a forecast to determine possible future sales revenue. And task 1 is to create a forecast. In this task, you'll create a forecast to determine possible future sales revenue. 1, add a new page, then rename it forecast. Oops, that didn't happen. I'll try again. Rename F-O-R-E-C-A-S-T. Add a line chart visual to the report page. There's a line chart. And then resize it so it fills the entire page. I'll just use actual size. See if I can get along with that. Add the following fields to the visual wells and areas. The axis will be date. The values will be sales. Axis is date and values is sales. In the filters pane, add the date year. Date year to the filters on this page. Right. Date year goes to filters on this page. In the filter card, filter by 2 years, fiscal year 2019 and 2020. Ooh. When forecasting over a timeline, you will need at least 2 years of data to produce an accurate and stable forecast. I'll add also the product category field to filters on this page. Product category, also adding as a filter on this page, and I'll filter by bikes. To add a forecast, beneath the visualizations pane, select the analytics. So there's the visualizations pane in the middle. We'll go down to analytics. We'll find analytics. Do not see analytics. This is analytics. Okay. All right, found analytics. Expand the forecast section. If the forecast section is not available, it's probably because the visual hasn't been correctly configured. Forecasting is only available when 2 conditions are met. The axis has a single field of type date, and there's only 1 value field. Click Add. Configure the following forecast properties. Forecast length will be 1 month. The forecast confidence interval will be 80%. And the seasonality will be 365. And click apply. All right, very nice. In the line visual, notice that the forecast has extended 1 month beyond the history data. The gray area represents the confidence. The wider the confidence, the less stable, and therefore the less accurate the forecast is likely to be. When you know the length of the cycle, in this case annual, you should enter the seasonality points. Sometimes it could be weekly, 7, or monthly, 30. In the filters pane, filter by clothing only. Notice that it produces a different result. Yes, it does. Save the Power BI desktop file. I've saved it intermediately. I'll save it this way too, because why not? That was exercise 3. That was fun. Now we can move on to exercise 4, work with a decomposition tree. In this exercise, you will create a decomposition tree to explore the relationship between reseller, geography, and profit margin. Task 1, work with a decomposition tree. In this task, you will create a decomposition tree to explore the relationship between reseller, geography, and profit margin. Add a new page and rename it to decomposition tree. On the insert ribbon, from inside the AI visuals group, click decomposition tree. Tip: the AI visuals are also available in the visualizations pane. Okay, I don't see them at the moment. Maybe they're under more, which is fine. Position and resize the visual so it fills more space. I will choose actual size. Is a decent compromise on my machine. Add the visual fields. Add the following fields to the visual wells and areas. Analyze. There, I'll add sales profit margin. And explain by, I'll choose reseller geography. Let's see. I need to get to reseller geography. The geography hierarchy, which is country, region, state, province, city, and reseller. In the filters pane, add the date year field to filters on this page. Scroll down. I'll scroll up. I need to like roll up to date year and add date year to filters on this page. And I will scroll down. And I will set the value to fiscal year 2020. Okay, 365. In the decomposition tree visual, notice the root of the tree, profit margin minus 0.94%. Click the plus icon and select high value. Did anything happen? Yeah, high value. Notice that the decomposition tree presents resellers ordered from highest profit margin. To remove the level at the top of the visual beside the reseller label, click X. I may need to like mouse over to find the X. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I'm not sure I'm mousing the way I need to be mousing. Ooh, I'm still not mousing the way I should be mousing, I think. All right, I didn't see an X. All that, I did not see an X anywhere. Beside the reseller label, do I get an X? I don't see an X. Could it be at the bottom? even though it says it's at the top. Reseller. I did not see an X to get rid of that. Remove it. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Remove? I don't want to remove the whole table. Wow. I do not see how to remove that now that it's there. Show as table, copy. No, I don't know. Oh, maybe I need to like change size. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, that looks promising. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna click X. Now that's been removed. Click the plus icon again. Oh, easy for you to say. All right, and choose expand to the country region level. Okay. Use the down arrow located at the bottom of the visual for state province. What? Use the down arrow located at the bottom of the visual for state province. Let's go down. I did not see it. Someplace else it could have been. Maybe if I change the page view. Maybe that. Can I expand that? Maybe like that. Let's see country region. Oh. Use down arrow. I didn't really see a down arrow. Oh wait. Oh, no, I don't see it at the bottom. Individual for state province. I didn't see state province. What if I click? I don't know. I'm a little afraid to click plus. I'm afraid it'll open something. Be like, oh, I can't close this, but trying things out, so I'll click plus. Oh, all right, I'll click state province. All right. Whoa. All right, that is really decomposed that. Lower profitable states. Are these in order by profitability? Yeah, it looks like they are. Okay, and scroll to the lower profit states. Virginia, minus 2.5. What's going on, Virginia? Notice that New York has negative profitability. Expand from New York to the reseller level. Reseller. Scroll over. Notice that it is easy to isolate the root cause. Is it? Let's copy that link and paste it into a browser. That is what I'm supposed to see. Am I supposed to blame everything on small bike accessories? United States is not producing profit in fiscal year 2020. New York is one state that's not achieving positive profit, and it's due to 4 resellers paying less than standard costs for their goods. Is that what it is? 4 resellers are paying less than their standard cost for goods. Okay. I'm glad that it's easy for them to isolate the root cause. Anyhow, I do see that like 4 sellers are paying less than standard costs for their goods. Save the Power BI desktop file. Save disk, and I'll just do it this way again also. File save. That was exercise 4. That was cool. Exercise 5 is work with key influencers. In this exercise, you will use the key influencers AI visual to determine what influences profitability within reseller business types and geography. And task 1 is to work with key influencers. In this task, you will use the key influencers AI visual to determine what influences profitability within reseller business types and geography. Add a new page and then rename the page to key influencers. Tip: the AI visuals are also available in the visualizations pane. Q&A. Let's see. I'm not sure I'm seeing that on the visualizations pane, but that's okay. Oh wait, nope, I do see it. Key influencers. Didn't see the tree decomposition. Oh, now I do see the decomposition tree in the visualizations tab. Okay, good. Good. All right. Position and resize the visual so it fills the entire page. Oh, I needed to like actually click on that. Key influencers. Boom. Try that. We'll see how it goes. Add the following fields to the visual wells. Analyze is there, and I'll add sales profit margin. Scroll down to sales and add profit margin to analyze. Explain by, we'll choose reseller business type. And, oh, I didn't get that time. I'll try reseller. Oh, I did get it. Okay, reseller business type is an explain by variable. And I want to add reseller geography also as an explain by variable. Entire hierarchy. Did that go? Yes, it did. The entire hierarchy, and let's scroll down. Oh, expand by. Oops, I got that into explain by, and I needed to, or expand by, and I needed to be an explain by. Now geography is an explain by, like it was supposed to be. And sales quantity goes into expand by. Whoa, go back to expand by. Takes a little moment for the dragging to happen in this virtual machine. Anyhow, I think I got analyze, profit margin and analyze, business type in the geography hierarchy and explain by, and quantity in the expand by, as in the picture. At the top left of the visual, notice that key influencers is in focus. That's hard for me to see. So I'll try actual size. Does that help? Okay, key influencer is in focus. Now I can see that. And the specific influence is set to understand what influences profit margin to increase. Review the result, which is that the city of Bothell is more likely to increase. Wow. Okay. Modify the target to determine what influences profit margins. Oh, to decrease. What influences profit margin to decrease? Okay. Review the result. The city is Chandler or Ellensburg. The business type is a warehouse, or the city is Indianapolis. Okay. To detect segments at the top left, select top segments. Notice that the target is now to determine segments when profit margin is likely to be high. This actually says low in when profit margin is likely to be high. You can change it to high though. Found 2 segments and ranked them by average. When the visual displays the segments as circles, click on one of them. Well, I don't see any, but maybe I need to mouse around to find them. Okay, there's one segment. Right. That's not a circle. That's just a text. Okay, there's a circle. Okay. It says it's 11.5%. Click on one of them to reveal information about it. Okay. In segment 1, the average profit margin is 11.5%. This is 5% units higher than the overall average, 6.5%. Segment 1 overall. Segment 1 contains 438 data points, 9.2% of the data. Review segment results. Task 2, my favorite, is to finish up. Select the scatter chart page. We'll scroll up and save the Power BI desktop file. To publish the file to your workspace on the Home ribbon tab from inside the Share group, click Publish. And do that and say got it. We're done. Congratulations, you have successfully completed this module. To mark the end of the lab as complete, click End. All right, thank you.